One company, on one island, makes roughly 90% of the world's most advanced computer chips, the ones inside every AI data center, every iPhone, every fighter jet guidance system on the planet. That company is TSMC. That island is Taiwan. And right now, the United States is spending over $165 billion trying to make sure it never has to rely on that arrangement again. This is the story of the most important factory build-out on Earth, and why it's happening right now. This is macro signal. Let's decode it. Start with just how concentrated this really is. TSMC controls roughly 70% of the global contract chip-making market. At the cutting edge, 3-nanometer chips and smaller, the ones powering the current AI boom, that number jumps to about 90%. NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, Broadcom, every major AI and consumer chip company on Earth depends on this one company, on this one island, for the parts they can't get made anywhere else. The U.S. Defense Department has formally classified Taiwanese chip production as a Tier 1 national security dependency. That's the highest tier there is. And that concentration is a genuine risk, not just a talking point. Taiwan sits 90 miles off the coast of mainland China, and tensions between the two have been escalating through 2026. Analysts have modeled what happens if TSMC's operations are disrupted, by conflict, blockade, or even a natural disaster, and the range is enormous. A mild disruption could shave 0.5% to 1.5% off global GDP. A sustained, severe disruption could cost 5 to 10% of global GDP. For comparison, that's a bigger hit than most global recessions. That single number is why chips stopped being a business story and became a national security story. So the US response has been blunt: build the same capability somewhere else, as fast as possible. Under the CHIPS Act, a $52 billion federal program, 3 companies are racing to build advanced fabs on American soil. TSMC's Arizona site is the flagship. Fab 21's first phase is already operational, producing chips for Apple and for NVIDIA's Blackwell AI processors. It posted a $514 million profit in just the first quarter of 2026, more than the whole of 2025. A second Arizona fab finished construction ahead of schedule, with equipment going in later this year and full production targeted for 2027. Total commitment to the Arizona site, $165 billion, the single largest foreign investment in U.S. manufacturing history. TSMC isn't racing alone. Intel's Fab 52 in Arizona has now entered high-volume manufacturing on its 18A process, a milestone that makes it the first U.S.-based facility to cross below the 2-nanometer threshold, something no American fab had ever done before. Samsung is building a parallel bed in Taylor, Texas, focused on next-generation 2-nanometer transistor technology, with major AI customers already signed on and mass production targeted for late 2026. For the first time in decades, the 3 most advanced chipmakers on Earth are all building leading-edge capacity on American soil, simultaneously. Here's the part that gets left out of the celebration headlines: none of this replaces Taiwan anytime soon. Industry estimates suggest meaningfully reducing U.S. dependence on Taiwanese chip production is roughly a decade-long project, not a 2 or 3 year one. The Arizona and Texas fabs add real capacity, but Taiwan still makes the overwhelming majority of the world's most advanced chips today, and will for years to come. This build-out is best understood as an insurance policy being built in real time, expensive, urgent, and still years from actually covering the risk it's designed for. Signal check: one country supplies 90% of the world's most advanced chips, and rising tension around Taiwan has turned that into a Tier 1 national security concern for the United States. The response is a $165 billion bet on Arizona, plus parallel builds from Intel and Samsung, the first time all 3 leading chipmakers have raced to build cutting-edge capacity on U.S. soil at once. But by the industry's own estimates, actually reducing dependence on Taiwan is a decade-long project. The chip race isn't over. It just moved its first pieces onto American soil. Macro Signal decodes the world economy, country deep dives, rivalries, and the trends reshaping global trade. Subscribe for new breakdowns every week.